Okay. So, we're back with more stories. I just fucked up, and on the on the video that you're not gonna get to see, I played through the whole thing thinking I was getting a new ending, and I got fucking nothing. So now we're back. Here we go. It seems like the Sky Ripper has the most open
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper.
chances.
The transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces deep. And then, this Emperor's horrific sacrifices had brought it back to the surface.
Oh, it's such a good video, too.
Renato wasn't exactly sure how to use the legendary weapon.
I'm still holding out hope that at some point we
surely
can go back
there
and
must be
help,
some way to
or, like,
do it without
redeem
provoking
Lupino,
another
but
catastrophe.
I thought I had it, and I didn't.
Somehow summoned the long-lost components
Actually got, like,
of the
the true
legendary
ending
weapon out of the
again,
deep places of the earth.
and didn't realize that's
It was
what was
more than
happening.
Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
Alright, so here we go. We're gonna try, like, a straight, like, help the rebels path here. We're gonna get the weapon, we're gonna consult with the rebel scientists, and then we're gonna go to the council. Unless there's some curveballs in here that I'm not aware of.
As he set foot on the island, Renato couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lupino still waiting to be rescued? No.
So let's cross our fingers and
He was
hope that I
probably
don't fuck
drinking
up
champagne with the
2
Ravens.
playthroughs
Did
in a row, because
Ravens
that would
drink
be
champagne?
heartbreaking.
Did
On the
Rabbit?
plus side, it's only half an
Renato
hour.
felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it.
About half an
Why
hour per
hadn't he
playthrough, so
chosen
it's
the
not
Sky
too
Ripper?
terribly bad.
Renato never made
I
plans
appreciate
that
them though
required
starting you with
constant
186
vigilance.
health
He
and
was a hero. He didn't think too
Not
much.
full
He just
sword
went with his gut and
energy.
hoped it all worked out.
it's always
The
nice.
Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
Not a fan of these guys because they take a lot of time and you don't get anything for them. They don't give you any XP that I'm aware of.
The people who had built this castle, did they even know what monstrous
seems like a
weapon
time
lay hidden within their
waster to me.
walls? The Sky Ripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the
But a whole
legend
playthrough
said.
is only like 30, 35
As the Transcendent Emperor had
Can't
fought
really
the lost
complain,
gods,
though.
thousands of thousands had died. But
And we
Renato
got a
had
fight.
been through
I did
wars.
level up in
The
the
only
fail
merciful war
video.
was a short one.
I'm gonna assume this way. So it wasn't a complete waste because I did get a ton of XP. I actually made 2 wrong choices and died. So I had to replay, which sucked, but at the same time was okay because we got a ton of XP. So we will probably level up again.
Anyone ever
in
tell
this
you you have a
one.
lovely eye?
Oh, that was not good.
No?
And I lost health again. I would say we'll definitely level up. Only needing 8,000.
The contraption wasn't even trying anymore. As if it knew it had met its match.
When I'm trying to think of what I took when I leveled up, oh, you can throw and kick people farther. Not a huge upgrade, but I thought it was worth
There
it.
it was. Sky Ripper's armature.
Just to keep the combo
stuff that
going in
dreams are
early
made of.
stages till we get to 10.
Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all?
He'd have to ask a scientist.
He'd have to ask
Hint,
a
hint.
scientist.
That's what we're gonna do.
But first, he'd get the second piece. Sky Ripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest
Really
on
hope
the
this,
next
this
island.
leads us to a new
Well,
ending.
there was another island he could reach.
Seems like these
Zenobia
videos are
had
doing
just
decently.
invaded it
I
with
mean,
her
for my
father's
channel.
Raven battalions. She must
So
be
hopefully you
encamped
guys
there
like
still.
seeing them.
But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it?
There have to be,
He didn't need to hurry to face her.
Zenobia
She would
endings
find
left
him.
that we don't have, but I honestly have no idea how we're gonna get them.
It was a no-brainer.
Because I feel like I've done
He'd
everything.
sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the
Every
armature
choice
was
regarding
useless by
her.
itself. Only a
It could
series
just
of
be that we have
coils
to make
and
other
wheels.
choices
War
around her
demanded
that don't
sacrifices.
directly involve her,
And
but
he would
maybe
make more before the
because
end.
all that matters is whether
You'd
it's
have
a
to choose
Zenobia
the
ending, a
greatest good,
Lapino
no
ending,
matter
a
how
Core
much it
ending,
cost him.
or a
Zenobia.
Sky Ripper ending,
Well,
or a
you would
Illustone
see
ending
her
is
sooner
what
or
happens
later,
at the
across the
end.
battlefield
Like
or
we
a
followed one
sword's
path
point
all the way
before all
through
was
with
over.
Lapino, and it ended up
He
being
was
like
sure
a
of
Sky
that.
Ripper ending.
The
or
power was
something.
in the core.
Something like that.
Obviously, he had to get the core.
So maybe it's just one where we don't have anything to do with her until the end, and then it counts as hers. So I don't know. I would really love a new ending, though. And I'm fairly certain we haven't just done a straight support the rebels run in the Sky Ripper category.
Doubt sunk in before he was even out of sight of the Farfarer. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? It was the sort of path he'd always avoided. The path of responsibility, of seriousness. Had he grown up? He didn't feel grown up. He'd made this decision from his gut, like he always did. Somehow, he'd impulsively decided to
I
stop being
impulsively
impulsive.
decided to stop being impulsive.
That make any
Makes
sense?
sense.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
Oh god! There we go, that's pretty decent.
There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths.
I'm not sure
Been
what the
here
like
before.
absolute most you can get
Except for
is,
the
but
feverish cawing of the raven.
I think the
when
most
they
I've ever
attacked.
gotten is around like
You couldn't smell the
2,000.
small animals. at the
1,700 to
forest.
2,000.
The mice and rabbits. Where are they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
I just try to keep my combo high and not get hit. I'm
The
sure I could probably
20-sided
squeeze some more
core made him
XP
feel
out if I buried
physically
my attacks
sick.
more, but
Once he had sneaked into a temple
I
of the
think we'll
dark
get max
art,
level
and
just
he hadn't
finding
liked
all
what he
the
smelt
endings,
and
especially
saw
if I keep
there.
fucking up.
This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled
Okay, so
the
now we have the
icosahedron into the
full
armature.
Sky Ripper. We have the
wheels
armature
began
and
to
the
spin,
core.
then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. Maybe Lapino wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now, he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to
Hopefully
wreak
that's an
havoc
option.
on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some
There we
scientists
go.
first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
Yes, that's what we want to do. We want to take it to the rebel scientists.
Well, of course. If you've just assembled a weapon out of legend that can exile gods from the world, you'd want to have a scientist or two look at it. And even if they disagreed and he had time, you could ask Calaveras himself.
Now, I
Yes,
believe
the observatory would be his objective.
if we get a different ending here, I'm confident we can play everything the same, pick up the armature, pick up the core, consult the scientists, but then I think we're going to be presented with a choice of going to the council or going to Calaveras. And I think each of those maybe will yield a different ending. I'm not sure. It seems like it, though. In this case, though, we are definitely going to go, we're going to take the weapon to the council.
Why had the parts of the Sky Ripper only surfaced now? Thousands of years after the Transcendent Emperor had dismantled it. The mad Emperor Isengrim had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Was that why these ancient artifacts were rising out of the ground? How perfect, then, that the Sky Ripper
That's
would
under
reappear
the
to be
pretty
his
big
destruction.
assumption that this is going to get us a different ending.
This time, just
But if it does, I'm
his
confident that going to
destruction.
Calaveras instead of the council will make a difference. There we go. That was pretty decent. I don't know why we did that bullshit. I do that almost every time, though. If you've been watching
A
these videos,
legendary
I go up
weapon
that
was
path.
exactly
Just
what the
out of,
rebellion
like,
needed.
habit, because I always
were
want to find
outnumbered.
all the treasure chests
The
and
once
secrets
kind
and shit.
emperor had become a tyrant.
But obviously, we don't need any of that.
But his
anymore.
ravens stayed loyal, for he fed them his victims, and the other animals were too frightened to rebel. Renato shuddered at what the Emperor was trying to do. To bring back the lost gods, the Black Harvest, the Black Sun.
I hate that how sometimes
No.
you can't dash up the stairs.
He would stop that, Toad, no matter what the risk.
Oh, my favorite part. When I first started going through on this, I'd be like super careful, trying not to get those. I was like, I just want to get through it. It's just a fucking way to extend the length of the level. Got fucking Jill Valentine sandwiched on that.
Cowardly warlocks. Why wouldn't they come close where he could kill them?
Shit. Not that it matters. I mean, I don't think we've actually like died in game. We've died from the decisions that we made, but I don't think we've died in game in a long, long time.
Renato was thrilled. The scientists
Sorry, I
seemed to
just
think he
woke
put
up.
the Sky Ripper
I did,
together
like,
right.
Run.
But one Toad was
Failed,
worried.
so obviously I'm not gonna post
Yeah,
that video.
the Sky Ripper could tear a hole in existence itself.
But
There
I'm
are
still
invisible
waking up.
strings that tie the universe together. If the Sky Ripper cut one, the hole would widen and widen until our whole existence fell into it.
Another Toad sighed. Irving still believes in string theory,
At least go see Calaveras.
yeah, said the worried
So
Toad.
they want us to go to Calaveras.
more
We're
than
not going to go to
anyone else has
Calaveras.
forgotten
We're going to
about
go
the
to
Transcendent
the
Emperor.
council.
If anyone could tell him how to use this weapon safely,
Although now
it
I
would be
really want to go to
Calaveras.
Calaveras. We'll do that in the
It
next
was he
video.
who had told
we'll
Renato
take
how
it
to
to
find it
Calaveras
in the
next
first
video.
place. But maybe he had to give up on using it as a weapon. Maybe he had to go to the secret rebel base and ask the generals there what he could do with a weapon that he dared not use. One way or another, there had to be a safe way to use it. On the way to the ruins of the city of Ubar,
Strings and holes.
Bernardo had plenty
and
of
something
time
called
to ponder what the
anti-stuff.
toads
I like
had
the
said.
character designs on the
Strings
scientists,
and
frogs,
holes and
or toads,
something
whatever the
called
fuck they are. Toads.
anti-stuff. Well, he didn't understand any of it, but it made him nervous. Bernardo would hear one metaphor and decide the Skyripper was safe, and then another, and worry it was catastrophically dangerous. If it could destroy the entire world, nothing was worth risking that. But if it couldn't, then not using it would be an act of
Let's
cowardice.
hope for the best here.
Of course, it could be catastrophically
Really like to get another
dangerous.
new ending.
Bernardo knew that. But maybe it wasn't always. He would bring the Skyripper to the council. Wiser heads would know what to do.
Gee, I wonder what the council's gonna want us to do. Maybe use it against the fucking Toad Emperor? We haven't seen Zenobia or Lupino through this entire playthrough.
The truth was, if it wasn't safe, then it was dangerous. They couldn't use it. He'd found the Skyripper for nothing. He should have rescued his friend Lupino. Oh, he should have confronted Zenobia. He had nothing but his sword. But
I was just saying how
maybe
we
the
hadn't
council
seen
would
anybody.
have an
Now
idea?
the game is like reminding us of that.
The
I think
ruins.
we can go backward and actually
Why
level
were
up
so
here.
many ravens scouring the ruins?
Yeah, there we
Had
go.
someone betrayed the secret base?
We did that last time. Sword energy really doesn't seem that great. Since we're not using it that much. We could dash through an enemy. Could increase the damage from when we grab. Let's just get another dash. It's fine. Just less downtime. Get through the levels a little bit faster. We don't want to take the one to kill things in one hit because that's going to limit our opportunities to get more, get a couple of the trophies.
The rebellion was in trouble. They'd have to attack, brandishing a super weapon they could not use. It could work.
Another fight.
A raven cawed, "There he is!"
Uh-oh.
And they ran away, cawing. They knew he had the
Ravens were
cord,
on
didn't
to
they?
us.
And they were afraid of it. Little did they know, he couldn't use it. Wait, if they didn't know he couldn't use it, yes. A sword can be powerful without ever being drawn from its scabbard.
Fuck, we're gonna die. Oh my god. Holy shit, that's the closest we've come to dying in a long time. There should be enough health to get us through this last fight, I would think.
The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. He was on fire. So far, so good.
epic comeback. Alright, so what's up with the council? What shape are they in? Dead?
Renato barely
Oh, they're
made it to
there.
the hideout when he was shoved into a meeting room.
Okay,
He
so
laid
this
out his
path,
plan.
basically, then we're gonna
They were
try to
shot.
bluff our way.
Bluff the Emperor
winning
with
the
an
war, that's
unusable
interesting.
weapon.
Yeah, it's brilliant, laughed Renato. He keeps sending ravens, none of them come back. How does he know it's my sword?
I suppose there's no
Interesting.
harm if it fails. Take the Sky Ripper into a firing position.
Croaked the speaker.
I shall attempt to hail him by
I wonder what
far,
happens
Speaker.
different, though,
It
if
was a
we go to
huge
Calaveras.
bluff. Renato
It
had
seems
no
like he couldn't
cards
tell us how to
play.
safely fire
Just
the
a weapon that could maybe destroy everything he
Because
hated
that would
and
win the
everything
war,
he
so-
loved. Could he be sure it wouldn't work? No, of course not. Of course, the Emperor couldn't be sure it wouldn't work, and he must believe in ancient weapons if he hoped to bring back
Pretty
the lost
interesting to see
gods,
what
right?
happens. I definitely think this is a new ending. We've never gone into this last battle with a game plan of bluffing the Toad Emperor.
What terms could he offer Isengram III? Now, he would have to step down, obviously. And accept the rebellion? Was that asking too much? Maybe Renato would ask the Empress. Yeah, his daughter, after all. She would never sacrifice innocent kittens and puppies
yeah,
to
let's
bring
just
back
go
the
this
lost
way, that's
gods.
fine.
Had to seem confident. Overconfident, even. Like he was sure he could blow up the Emperor's ship to hell. I mean, who believes a cautious bluff?
Who believes a cautious bluff? That's true.
Boy, if only you had some sort of gun that...
If only I had a gun that made portal. Never heard that one. There are some endings that reward us with a level up. We haven't gotten one in a while, though. This would be a nice time to get one because we're pretty far away from leveling up. $23K. I'm not sure if we could even get $23K in one playthrough or not.
Everybody who wants to die, raise your weapon. All right.
Everyone who wants to die, raise your weapon.
Oh, it was strange. Fighting to place a weapon he could not use.
Fighting to place a weapon he couldn't use.
could
That's
end the war
interesting.
tonight with
They're only
just
firing one. That's really
so
weird
much
that
more
that's
than
part of
destroying
what,
a ship or an entire fleet.
like that
And
changes
then he would destroy
how
the
many
Sky Ripper in
cannonballs
case
they
some
fire.
other adventurer
Weird.
was tempted. You never knew about some of these other foxes. Soon, it would all be over.
We want to get this as low as possible. Hope for more. I think we have at least one more fight. That way, in case we don't get one awarded, at least we'll have a possible level up in the next playthrough.
Soon, he'd confront the Emperor. Funny that this whole war had come about because the Emperor feared death. Now it was coming for him. There was some sort
One
of
more
lesson,
fight, baby.
wasn't there?
Let's see what we got. Alright, there we got our combo built up. And you get no XP for that final fight, by the way, I think. Alright, let's see what's up. Cross your fingers, guys. Put your hand up to the screen.
He set up the Sky Ripper and let it warm up. Zenobia came out,
All right, here comes
flanked by a
Zenobia.
whole platoon of ravens. I know you, Reynardo. You won't actually use
Look at that fucking smug look on her face.
I know what the scientists told you. That it would totally blow up your fleet. You're reckless, Reynardo. Bold. Dashing. Brave. Devil-may-care. Wild. Impulsive. Hasty. Rash. Sometimes even a little harebrained. A bit feckless, even. You just don't think things through. Oh, get to the point, woman. But you're not crazy. How do you know I didn't go crazy? Demanded Reynardo, doing his very best to look crazy. Well, go ahead then. Press the trigger. Oh, damn her. She'd seen through him again. She never fell for his bluffs. This was the moment to do something brilliant. To come up with exactly the right thing to say, to make a heroic move. That's what heroes do. Oh, but he couldn't think of anything that wasn't obviously stupid. He was too shocked to move.
Oh,
Her ravens
man.
came and seized the Sky Ripper.
So
He
that
stared
didn't pan out.
as they pushed it over the side into the abyss. Hey! Oh, I fought really hard to get that. It should never have come back. And yet to admit she was right. She had always been right. It was one of the frustrating things about her. Years later, as he rotted to his death in an Imperial prison cell,
God damn it, we rotted it.
Reynardo was still
rotted in
trying to
prison.
come up with something clever and heroic that he could have done in that last moment. But he never could.
Wow. "22 Poker Face." Oh, we did get a level up. A hero who can turn a hopeless situation into an opportunity, who can win a war without firing a single shot. So we got a new story. I'm extremely interested to see what happens if we take the same path, but go to Calaveras. In the next video, I will do that. That's very interesting to me. I definitely want to find out. Thank you for watching. If you like the videos, please do subscribe. And you can also check me out. I stream live daily at twitch.tv/MarkFusion, and it's all content that's not available here, and vice versa. The stuff that's on each platform is unique to that platform. It's not just recycled shit like most of the people do. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.